With Punk, I've never known if this is a one and done. If he goes out there and wins on Saturday, I'm not sure he doesn't just walk away. If he goes out there and loses on Saturday, I'm not sure he doesn't come back and go, look, I want to try this a few times. I don't know what in the hell he does, but nobody does. You know, CM Punk plays everything so close to the vest. He's an old school carny from the wrestling days. He's going to do his part. He's going to sell tickets and pay-per-views. But I don't know where this goes. And I know that it's been a hard road from the day he got in there. He wanted to spar on day one. He wanted to jump in there with Pettis and Askren and all these guys. And Duke Rufus is like, not a chance. We are going to work mitts, and you are going to sit here and you are going to watch. You're going to learn through osmosis. You're going to learn through private lessons with me. And Punk was bugging him. Come on, I want to spar. I want in on that. Not a chance. Whatever this looks like to you, however easy this looks, just trust me, you're not doing it. So finally, a couple of months into this, Duke lets him put the gloves on and go, and then Punk started saying what Duke was saying. Hey, man, this isn't what I thought it was. This wasn't as easy as just jumping out there and hitting a moving target. So I know it was a really slow build. I know he's really good compared to how he started, but is he good enough to be in a co-main event of a UFC? We're going to find out soon.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I agree with you. And I'm glad that Duke did that with him. You know, one great thing I heard my coach tell somebody one time, and this is awesome, I never thought about it this way, is we had a guy call or email the gym, and he wanted to come in and he wanted to pay to spar with some of the pros. He'd never fought before. He wanted to see if it was something that was for him. And my coach thought about it for a while, and I thought this was the best response ever. That's why I'm bringing it up. He thought about it for a while, and he was like, look, I hate the fact that this guy wants to come in and just spar, and I should just feed him to the wolves, you know, the pros, because this guy, you know, it was kind of an arrogant email about how he had to do this, yada, yada. So my coach thought about it for a while instead of responding right away and tells him, listen, he said, I appreciate your desire to do this, but in our gym, sparring is something that's earned. You can't pay your way to do it. You got to put in your dues, take the classes. You got to earn the right to get in there. You can't just buy it. And I thought that was a really cool response. It was better than what I would have given. I would have sent the guy like, yeah, come on in on Friday. You're not going to like it. But because that's just kind of the old school mentality. But I thought that was cool. And I'm glad Duke did that with CM Punk too. You know, make him earn it. Show up to practice every day for, you know, months on end and see if this is for you before you get the right to get in there with some of these guys that have earned their opportunity.
Yeah, I agree. Your coach's response was perfect. And yeah, Duke did not give him any favors. He didn't look at him and go, well, you're a star and you're bringing all this attention to the gym. It wasn't like that at all. Duke's like, no, you're getting fast-tracked here because you've got a contract, but no, you are following the Rufus system. And now in hindsight, 2 years later, yeah, Punk's really glad. Now he is in there sparring with the guys, but he learned a jab first, to a cross first, to a sprawl, and, you know, what do I do once I get on the ground, and got his conditioning up. Yeah, it all makes sense to him now. He was frustrated. He wanted right in there, but he was one of those guys, and I think you and I could probably relate. We saw it on TV and thought, well, I can do that. And then when you get in there and try it, I had no practice whatsoever when I had my first fight. But I fought back in the 90s when it was still, you know, a wrestler versus a kickboxer, whatever it was. You know, we didn't even have MMA gyms. You went and did your boxing over here, and then you got in your car and drove across town to work on your submissions, and it was just a different deal. But I remember that experience. I remember getting in there. I fought a guy named Trevor Prangley. I was throwing punches at him just like I'd seen Don Fry do on TV. And, man, they weren't within 5 inches of touching anything. Learning where your range is and how to make that punch hit a target, particularly when the target is – there was so much to it, Chris, that in my mind did not exist. I just go make a punch, I throw it at the guy, I hit him, it hurts him, I move on with my day. No, it is not like that.
Yeah, not at all.